Hi, my name is Lisa Alexander, and I am the marketing stylist and owner of Pretty Work Creative. In 2005, the book Blue Ocean Strategy was released, and the authors talk about what it is to be in a crowded marketplace and how competitors go after each other and create a virtual bloodbath, and that reduces profitability for everyone in the market. And I'll be honest, this was on my mind when I got the phone call from Jane. Jane called, she was a referral, and she called herself a health and wellness coach. And she wanted a new website, she wanted a logo, things that we could definitely provide for her, not a problem. As we chatted and I got the scope of work, we had our consultation and she released me to do the work for her. I became aware that this really wasn't quite the right niche for her, or we were going about this wrong, and that she really wasn't a health and wellness coach, and we needed to take a step back and find out really what was her place, what was going to be her niche, what would define her in the marketplace, because already being a health and wellness coach, it's a pretty crowded place, it's a crowded space. And so she agreed, we took a step back and we considered, her story. She told me her story, and she wasn't a health and wellness coach. What she was a 30-year lupus survivor. And that's the information she wanted to share. She had learned so much, so many tips, tricks, healthy eating habits, things that she could share with that audience. And so we moved from a health and wellness coach now to something very specialized. She found a niche. And in that, we found our blue ocean. And so from there, we created, her new website. So there are 3 things that you should remember if you're building a personal brand in a crowded market space. Number 1, remember that your personal story is probably going to be your greatest differentiator. It was in the case of my client, Jane. It was her story, her 30-year lupus survivor story that made all the difference in finding a niche for her in this marketplace. The second point, you want to make sure that your marketplace can sustain you, that the niche is big enough that it can support your business. Not every niche is sustainable. Fortunately or unfortunately for Jane, there are about 50 million Americans, men and women, who have an autoimmune disease. So that's more than enough where she can build and grow her business. And then thirdly, remember your target audience. You want to stay true. You want to create content. You want to make sure that everything that you do on a marketing basis is for your target audience. They are the ones paying the bills after all. So those are my 3 tips. If you are building a personal brand in a crowded market space, remember your personal story. Make sure that the niche, make sure that that market space can support your business. And then remember to always stay true to your target audience. Those are my tips for now, and I'll see you next time.